I found my dream business running on my husband's laptop. But my name wasn't on the About Us page. His was. And when I screamed at him for stealing the idea I pitched to him just 2 weeks ago, he didn't apologize. He looked me dead in the eye, took a sip of his coffee, and said, "You weren't going to finish it anyway. I just made sure it actually got done." That was the moment I realized my husband didn't see me as a partner. He saw me as a failed investment. To the outside world, Mark and I are the perfect couple. He is a senior software engineer, logical, calm, the provider. I am the creative soul. But inside our house, there is a dark dynamic. Mark has a quiet resentment for me because I have a history of quitting. In the last 3 years, I have started a jewelry blog, a drop-shipping store, and a podcast. Every time I start with fire, spend our money, and then burn out when the boring work starts. Mark never yelled. He just quietly paid the bills and watched me fail with a look of disappointed patience. But this time was different. I had an idea called Memory Lane. It was a service creating digital scrapbooks for elderly people with dementia. It was personal. My grandmother died with Alzheimer's. I pitched it to Mark 2 weeks ago with a full business plan. I was manic with excitement. Mark listened, nodded, and said, "It's a solid concept, babe. Good luck." He didn't offer to help code it. He just went back to his video games. I thought he was giving me space. For 14 days, I drowned. I was scanning photos manually and fighting with website builders I didn't understand. I was stressed and crying at the kitchen table at 2 a.m. Mark watched me struggle. He never said a word. He would just walk past me, get a glass of water, and go to bed. I thought he was being indifferent. I didn't realize he was being competitive. Yesterday, Mark left his MacBook open. I went to close it, and I saw it. But it wasn't my messy Wix site. It was sleek, fast, and fully automated. He had built an AI tool to scan photos and a client portal. It was perfect. Then I saw the notification. New subscription, $49 per month. He hadn't just built it. He had launched it. He took my idea, stripped it of my clumsiness, and turned it into a money printing machine while I was sleeping in the next room. When he walked in, I turned the laptop around and screamed, "How could you steal this from me?" Mark didn't flinch. He looked at the screen, then at me, and delivered the most brutal reality check of my life. He said, "Honey, look at yourself. You've been crying over a template for 2 weeks. You were going to quit. I saw the signs. I didn't steal your dream. I rescued it from your incompetence." Then, he pulled out a folder. He had this planned. He said, "Listen, I own the code. I own the LLC, but I need a face for the brand, so I am offering you a job." He slid a contract across the table. "Head of Customer Success, $60,000 a year. You report to me." He wasn't asking for a partner. He was hiring an employee for the company I invented. I tore the contract up and threw it in his face. Now I am sleeping in the guest room. I can hear him in his office, typing away on my idea, making money for our family. Half of me wants to divorce him for the betrayal. The other half knows, deep down, that if he hadn't stolen it, Memory Lane would have just been another failed project in the graveyard of my dreams. Am I the victim here, or did I deserve this?